would you like to increase your creative capacity for life? Did you know that there's a Kundalini Yoga Kriya for that? Of course there is. There's a Kundalini Yoga Kriya for just about anything you can think of. Satnam, I'm Shiv, and I'm here tonight to share this Kriya with you because Kundalini Yoga helped transform my life 17 years ago. It's taken me from being very miserable in my life and over 200 pounds to living the life I am today as I almost hit 50, feeling healthier than ever. What's possible for you when you get down on the mat? I hear a plane overhead. I'm sure you may not be able to hear it in the microphone, but sometimes it distracts me. So anyway, base of your creative capacity for life. This is real life happening here, so this is how we do it. This is working the seventh rib, and the seventh rib is the seat, the house, or the seat of the soul, right? And so when we start to work the seventh rib, absolute magic starts to happen. And you'll find this with Kundalini Yoga anyway, that when you start activating the insides, that you will start to be more creative, that you will have more energy, you have more vitality, you have more stamina. It's just what happens when we sit down and do our yoga. But of course, we can talk about it or we can get on with it. I much prefer to get on with it. We can talk about it after, okay? So let's come seated, either cross-legged like I am in easy pose, or you could sit in a chair with your feet firmly on the ground and back nice and straight. I'm going to rub the palms of the hands together, stimulating those 72,000 nerve endings. Doesn't it feel good to sit down? Congratulations for making it here. That's always a good day. You know, the hardest part's sitting on your mat or your sheepskin. Bend your thumbs, bring them in at the sternum. And every day is different. So celebrate each one that you get to your mat or your sheepskin, or just to your breath. And here we're going to take 3 long inhales through the nose, exhale through the nose, and then we will inhale to begin. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. I call upon the infinite creative consciousness within. I call upon the infinite creative consciousness without. Links us to our inner teacher and to the golden chain of teachers that went before us. These precious teachings have been dealt from teacher to student since the beginning. Inhaling and exhaling. And inhale and exhale. And on this one we're going to inhale to begin. Inhale deeply, suspending the breath, relaxing the tongue from the upper palate, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Breath suspended and exhale. Our mic doesn't pick up much, but we've got the parakeets flying over right now. It's parakeet time. Perhaps you can hear them, perhaps not. And let the hands come down. So let's just talk about ambient noises, if you can hear anything during the class. You know, life goes on around us. We do not live in caves. And so the more that we can learn to practice with what is going on, the better we'll be able to deal with life when it smacks us upside the head unexpectedly. So I do everything I possibly can to keep it quiet whilst we're filming, but we're outside in the world. We have planes going overhead. There are dogs in the house. There's all kinds of things. So don't take it as don't get upset with it. And I say this because I used to get upset when I was teaching at the ashram, and they had a kitchen next door on Sunday evenings, and someone would cook their dinner every single Sunday while I was teaching class, and bang pans and things. And I would think, don't you know we have a class? And then one day I disturbed my roommate coming home, or I thought I did, while she was meditating. And the next day I apologized. And she said, oh, no worries. She said, I should be able to sit in the middle of a street in India and find my center. It changed my life. From then on, I decided that all those noises, that's an invitation for us to get stronger when it's safe, right? We to get stronger, to stay focused in our mind and not to get pissy about what's going on. And then when life hits you upside the head, you've got that muscle. So use it like that. Okay, let's get on to increasing the base of your creative capacity for life. So in the first mudra, we're going to lock down the pinky finger with the thumb. So your 3 fingers are pointing up, and then you're locking down the pinky, the Mercury finger, with the thumb. Beautiful. Elbows are bent and hands are slightly out. Gorgeous. We're going to use a strong breath of fire. For the women, if you're on your first 3 days of your cycle, no breath of fire. If you inhale, the belly fills, and then as you exhale, and the breath comes out the nose. Okay? So, there's our mudra, that's our breath, and then we're going to be taking the hands inward and back, like so. Okay, it can get quite confusing. It's a bit like doing the old head and this one. So if you get confused, just pause for a second, fill your belly again, start your breath of fire, check your mudra, and start again. Okay? Are you ready? Me too. Sit up nice and straight. Feel your divinity here, right? Just feel how freaking gorgeous you are, how perfectly divine you are. And let's go. Breath of fire and taking the wrists back. Last 10. Inhale. Suspend your breath. Pull in on your navel. Twist your wrists back and forth. Stop the wrist and squeeze every single muscle in your body. Your breath is still suspended. You're going to release your breath like a cannon fire through the mouth. Beautiful. Inhale. Suspend the breath. Do the movement again first. Breath suspended. Stop the movement. Squeeze everything. Breath is suspended. Exhale, cannon breath. Last one. Inhale. Pull that navel in. do the movement. Stop the movement. Squeeze. Getting all that energy, keeping it in, drawing it in, circulating it. And exhale. Hands down. Just for a second. Okay, they're coming back up. You're going to take your thumbs across to the Mercury mound, which is your little finger, and then you're going to make fists around them. Then you're going to bring your fists at shoulder level, chest height at shoulder level, and the elbows level with your shoulders. We're going to, excuse me, and we're going to take the elbows back. Okay? Are you ready? Okay. So take those thumbs across, then close the fingers around, place them in front of the shoulders, and you take the elbows back. Okay? Let's go. Doing great, keep going. Last 10. Inhale. Suspend the breath. Pull the elbows back, squeeze the elbows back as the breath is suspended. Exhale with cannon breath. Bring the hands back to the front of the shoulders. Inhale again. Squeeze the shoulders, squeeze the elbows back. Breath suspended, squeezing everything. Exhale, cannon breath. Hands return to shoulders. Last time for this one. Inhale. You got it. Squeeze the elbows back, squeezing the shoulders together. Squeeze everything else. So when we're squeezing, we're contracting around the anus, the sex organs, the navel, like a mole bun, but squeezing everything else as well so that we can keep that energy in that we have created and circulated. And cannon breath. Beautiful. Take your arms up. Palms are parallel, facing one another. We're going to do breath of fire. And we're going to lean towards the left. And come up and lean towards the right. Now what we want to do is lift up out of our rib cage to make ourselves as long as possible, lifting up the chest. It's not about getting over, it's just about getting that little bit of a twist and getting that rhythm and the breath of fire. I have an itchy nose tonight, sorry. Okay, arms are up. It's a little shorter, this one. So just do what you can, right? We're going to start our breath of fire. And then we go to the left. We go center, and we go to the right. Okay? Keep going. And this is when we realize we all have different capabilities. You know, maybe like me, you haven't got much bend over there. That's okay. You meet the yoga where you are and it will meet you back. Keep that breath of fire. Just keep pressing those arms up, keeping the palms parallel. And come center. Raise up. Stretch to the left. Stretch center. Stretch right. Stretch left. Stretch center. Stretch left. Stretch right. And center. Inhale. Suspend the breath. Squeeze everything. Cannon breath. And again, inhale. Suspend the breath. Squeeze everything. Cannon breath. Last time for this set and you are done. Inhale. Beautiful. Squeeze everything. Exhale, cannon breath. Slowly let your hands gently, 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 gently come out to the sides, imagining that this is your aura, that you have just fluffed up, revitalized. You don't want to jiggle it up. Come through gently to your knees, palms facing up. Touch your thumbs to the forefinger. Your other three fingers are straight. Gyan Mudra, mudra of wisdom and knowledge. Tuck your chin in slightly. And here we sit with the breath. All that movement, all that noise inside. And now, what do you have? How does it feel? The sensation of being you right now, in your trillions of cells. Breathing softly belly should just be taking in the breath and letting go, and taking in, letting go. This is what happens when we sit and connect with our breath. We can feel this divinity, this peace, this wisdom. Now, rub the palms of the hands together. We'll do our long time sunshine song. May the long time sunshine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Palms of the hands together. Bend the thumbs, bring them in at the sternum. Okay, let's inhale to begin. May the long time sunshine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on, guide your way on. One long sat, one little nam. Sat Nam. Give gratitude and blessings for these precious teachings and the ability to share them with you today. May the benefit of these teachings be dedicated to all sentient beings, May we all know peace, love, and may all beings be free. Sat Nam. How is that for you? The base of your creative capacity for life. There is so much creativity inside of you. There's always two sides of a coin. If you're acting out sexually, feeling repressed, you might want to try some creativity to transmute and transform that energy. This Kriya would be a great place to start. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how that was for you. I'm Shiv with the Feel Better Life. And the reason we share these videos on here is because this is the technology that's helped me feel better in my life. Better as I hit 50 than I was in my 30s. Who knew that I could feel better as I got older rather than breaking down as I thought I would? That's the beauty of Kundalini Yoga, at least for me, and for so many of you here. I'd love to hear your stories with Kundalini Yoga. How did it come to you? And what's your experience? Leave those down below, or you can send me a message. I'm Shiv with the Feel Better Life. Everything's better when we feel better. Do yourself a favor. Do something to feel better today. Sat Nam.